Hello students, I hope you all are safe at home. So today we are going to start our new chapter, that is chapter number 4, the Supreme Court. Now student, you can see the picture given in your textbook, judgment of the Supreme Court in the newspaper. Now, let me give you some brief idea about the judicial system of India. There are three organs of the government of India. They are legislative, executive and judiciary. India has a very organized judicial system to provide justice to the people. The judicial system of our country is very consistent. Taluka courts are present in every taluka of a region, while district court and high court exist at the district level. Now, Supreme Court is the highest court of India. It is at Delhi. In India, judiciary work independently. That is, legislative and executive organs do not interfere in the function of judiciary. Now, law is required for the safety and welfare of people. When any citizen or institution breaks any law, a specific process is followed to address the issue. There is a hierarchy of courts to impart justice in our country. It starts with the Taluka court as the lowest court, succeeded by the district court, the high court and the Supreme Court. The judiciary is one of the most important organs of the government. Judiciary is kept independent from the legislature and the executive. Now, you can see the picture of the Supreme Court given in your textbook. Okay. Now, what is the role of the Supreme Court? That means, how does the Supreme Court works? Supreme Court is the highest level court in India. It is at Delhi. The Supreme Court of India started on 28th January 1950. Any citizen or institution can file a petition in the Supreme Court to obtain justice. Supreme Court holds the right of implementing fundamental rights given to a citizen. Supreme Courts can take cases to solve disputes between citizens and government, two or more states, center and state, among citizens. Now, citizens have the right to file an appeal directly in the Supreme Court if any of his or her fundamental rights have been violated. Any citizen or institution can file a petition in the Supreme Court to avail justice in the view of public interest. This is known as PIL, that is public interest litigation. The Supreme Court interprets the Constitution and advises the President and the Parliament in the same regards. It also enjoys the power to review the judgment passed by any of the lower courts. The Supreme Court solves disputes between citizens and the government, between states and between the center and state. Now, to understand this, let us study the Save Narmada movement of Gujarat. Now, the case. A dispute occurred related to Sardar Sarovar Yojana, that is Narmada Dam project. The dispute was between government of two states, Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh. A dam was to be built near Nawagam village on Narmada river in Gujarat. The dispute was related to the height of the dam to be constructed. The case was raised by the voluntary agencies working for conservation of environment in Madhya Pradesh. As per the agency, if the height of the dam was increased, the tribals living around the dam would have to migrate from that place. This would violate their fundamental right. Now the verdict of the Supreme Court. On 8th March 2006, the Supreme Court passed its verdict in the favor of Gujarat. It said that the height of the dam should be increased so that water requirement of the increasing population of Gujarat can be met. Moreover, by this project, that is Sardar Sarovar Yojana, various areas of Rajasthan, Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh can get water and spread of desert can be controlled. Also, the tribals whose fundamental right will be affected and the problems they will face will be taken care of by shifting them in some other location. Now the conclusion was, thus Supreme Court actively solved the case between two states, that is Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh, and the construction of Narmada project is over now. Now student, I will explain you the further topic in my next video. Thank you.